Welcome to question 4 from our art song question pack. Again, this is taken directly out of an IEB past paper. Here we are asked to study the extract below and answer the questions that follow. So we'll obviously be able to see that this is taken out of our set work, Schubert's Erlkönig. Question 4.1 asks, why did the composer use through composed form to set the words of this poem? If you know the poem, you'll understand that it starts with a father and a son on a journey through the forest, and by the end of the poem we end up with a dead son. So there's obviously a narrative and a progression that goes through the poem, and it's really important for the music in this case to match that evolution and to grow the tension throughout the poem. So you can say here that the music needs to change to match the evolution of the poem's narrative and the mounting tension. Question 4.2 asks us to give 2 examples of programmatic writing in the extract. So programmatic writing, that means how the music is used to communicate the story that's in the lyrics. So if we go back up to our music, we'll see a whole lot of examples. Schubert was an absolute master of doing this, particularly in this piece. So first off, we can see our galloping horse. Those relentless triplets happening in the piano can symbolize the galloping horse that's riding through the forest, carrying the father and the son. We also have this undulating melody line that shows the supernatural, fickle nature of the Erlkönig. Down here, we've got this harmony that all of a sudden changes into D minor. Our Erlkönig sings in the major key for most of the piece, but the sudden change to minor indicates his bad intentions, where he says, if you don't come willingly, I'll take you by force. And that's where we shift to the minor key. If we look a little further down, look just how high that son is singing, mein Vater, that's showing his panic and his distress, singing so high up in that range. So you can mention any one of those. So let's just recap them here. So the relentless triplets are our galloping horse. The undulating melody shows the supernatural nature of the Erlkönig. The shift to the minor key at the end of the Erlkönig section shows that the ill intentions of the Erlkönig. And that high pitch that the son sings with shows his fear and panic. Now, when you are answering this question, I've obviously squished it up here because I've given 4 answers, but you're only asked to give 2. Rather write this in a more complete sentence. So here's an example of how you would write a correct answer to this. So I've said here, the undulating vocal line seen in bars 116 to 118 are indicative of the Erlkönig's supernatural nature. So you want to give a nice full answer. You want to locate the actual music within the score using bar numbers, and you want to be really specific about the answer that you give. Here we go with 4.3. We're asked to name the cadence in bars 21 to 22. So let's have a look at the music. There we go. We've got our chords there. So on our first chord of the bar, we've got the notes D, A, F, and another A in the bass. On the second minim beat of that bar, we've got the notes C sharp, A, E, and that A carries all the way through that semi-breve A in the bass clef. And then right at the end of the bar, we've got the notes D, A, F, and D in the bass, and that carries all the way through that bar. So if we rearrange these into triad form, we can see that we're obviously in the realm of D minor. The first chord we have is chord 1, but it is in second inversion. We then have our dominant chord, followed by our tonic chord. And if you think back to the harmony that we've done together, you'll notice that progression as a cadential 6/4. So the question here asks us to name the cadence in bars 21 to 22. So we want to mention that it is a perfect cadence. We also need to say that it is in D minor. It's always important to name the key as well, and I think for a bonus mark, if you can point out that it's actually a cadential 6/4, that would be a good thing to do. That's it for question 4 of our Art Song question pack. I hope you're getting a good sense of how to answer these questions. Please join me in the next video while we go through question 5 together.